Satan's great.
And Indy.
And Indy's the little King Charles that belonged to Jen that now I half own. Half of Indy is mine.
Oski and Iggy are great. They're happy and healthy and loving life, and yeah.
And Sadie too. Sadie's gonna be 10 in March. And she was like 3 when the show started, 2.
So those who don't know, these are our
dogs. Yeah.
Like, hell are they talking about?
I thought they were married to.
I have 2 dogs, and he has 2 dogs.
Yeah. So they're good. They're just my guys are.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, I'll go right here.
Okay, so in the past 2 days, we saw a lot of actors who had characters who actually died off, and so I wanted to know which character would you like to see come back on the show?
I've died off too, for whatever reason.
And we both died off.
That's so difficult. And one of the great things about Supernatural is that we do kill people. I hate to say it, but in my opinion, probably still my favorite episode of Supernatural is where Bobby dies. I mean it. I mean, I love Jim Beaver. The Bobby character is also fantastic, but it made for such good television. It made for such a good story. I mean, we were sitting there in this trailer watching it, and we were both like, so, I mean, the list is all over the place. I mean, Jen, Mitch, Richard, Rob, Rob hasn't even died. We don't even know what's happening. But there's so many that have died that it would be great to have all of them back. I mean, we love these guys. And unlike, it's a weird television show because we still get to see them regularly.
Here's these things, because we get to do these things, we still get to, yeah, we still get to see, Richard and Sebastian and Rob and these guys. I guess if there was one who I don't get to see here that I would like to come back would be John. Would be, and it's cool. And I actually still talk to Jeff quite a bit. He's doing, for those of you who know, doing Magic City now, a TV series, and he's always like, man, as soon as this is over, I want to come back.
So you gotta keep us around long enough.
Yeah, you gotta keep us around long enough to get Jeffrey Dean back.
To bring it back. And now I'll go in the blue because you were so sweet to hand out the question.
Jensen, how fun or hard was it to do the Screaming Yellow Fever?
This is a good question to end on. That was all Phil Segrisha's fault, who was our post-production producer and also director, and directed that episode. It did not say that in the script, and he simply said, hey, how long and horrible can you make your scream? And I think,
scream, not yell. So.
Yeah, and I think I did it jokingly at first, and he was like, do that but more. I was like, Bill, come on, man. Really? Seriously? And so we did it. I didn't think they'd use it. But the bad thing was I had to do it 2 or 3 times, and then we had the big scene in that same episode where Dean tosses Sam the keys, and he's like, I'm out. Like, what kind of life is this? This is a ridiculous life. I'm out of here. That scene, we filmed that right after the screaming scene. And if you notice, I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm actually hoarse in that scene. I'm like trying to, because I just ruined my voice screaming for half an hour. Yeah, that was.
A few times in an episode. Yeah, I just walked off.
Well, there was, and Phil doesn't like the yell cut. He's responsible for the Eye of the Tiger thing happening. He just lets. And I don't know if it was in the blooper reel or something, but after I screamed, he just let us continue on, and I think I went running around and I jumped into your arms at one point, and it was, so yeah. Anyway, they're telling us that's it, guys. We'll be back later this afternoon. Well, chat. Thank you so much for showing up today.